Hi, I'm Nathan, and in this video, I'm going to be explaining to you how you can shift your vibration to align with more abundance in your life. And this is a topic I'm very excited about, so without further ado, welcome back to Vibes and Frequencies, and let's just get started into it. So the first thing first is to realize that our vibrational frequency within us is literally creating our entire experience, and everything that we're experiencing is literally a reflection of that vibrational frequency. Now, if this is a concept that you don't yet quite understand, I highly recommend that you check out some of my videos tagged below about the reflection of reality, the vibration. I'll have them titled below in ways that make sense so that you can navigate it. You can definitely check that out at the end of this video, but for now you can move forwards and just allow yourself to be open to this information. But again, I highly recommend that you do check out that content so you can gain a better understanding and position within yourself to do this. So this internal vibrational frequency, like we said, it's a reflection. You're reflecting your reality from within yourself outside, and what is happening is that the outside is reflecting to you who you are being from within. Now, this lends itself very clearly to show us that if we're walking around, this is something everybody understands. I'm just going to get it out of the way right in the beginning, that if you are walking around feeling like you are in a state of lack, like you're not abundant, like you don't have everything that you need, like you don't have enough money, like you don't have a safe space, or whatever that abundance definition is for you, then what's happening is you're being that, and the mirror of reality is going to keep showing that to you. The mirror of reality is going to basically reaffirm and give you an experience. It's going to reflect to you that it's true, that you don't have enough money, that you don't have a safe space, that you don't have an abundance of good ideas, whatever it be for you. So obviously what we can understand is that by shifting our vibrational resonance to resonate with abundance, then reality will start reflecting to this. Now, I'm assuming that this is a basic understanding that most of you who are here in this video have. If you don't have this understanding yet, do not worry. It doesn't mean there's anything wrong with you. It just means you have an exciting adventure of videos to check out below. This is a great thing. Trust me, you've got lots of good stuff to tune into and a lot of epic transformation coming your way. But for the rest of us who are basically resonating with this and understand it, the next question is, what is that actual vibrational resonance within you? What actually is that pitch that you tune yourself to start having that happen? Because just the blanket statement of abundance, of financial wealth, like what does that actually feel like? How do you do that? Is it acting as if? Is it walking around in a fancy store trying to convince yourself that you can be there and buy whatever you want and then it comes? What is it? Well, it's actually very interesting, because the number one way to attune yourself to the vibration of abundance is by realizing that your current definition of abundance is likely what's actually limiting you from experiencing the abundance that you prefer to be experiencing. I'll explain. See, your beliefs are creating lots of walls and limitations in your life. And there's even a video tagged below, actually. I think many of you have probably already resonated to see it, about how you can vibrationally hack your limiting beliefs and turn them into a power. So that's down there for you to check out too. But essentially, your beliefs are basically creating walls and basically reaffirming in that reflection of reality that this is the way things are, this is the way they have to be. So reality is going to keep reflecting that to you and reaffirming that, yes, that's the truth. So most of the beliefs that you have are actually very limiting. It's very rare that we have beliefs that actually tap us more into the infinite potential, because it's more so a surrender of beliefs and allowing yourself to be totally open in the present moment that really tunes us into this freedom. Most beliefs, if not all, I'd argue, have certain limitations to them depending on what perspective or what situation you're using them in, and that's just pretty much the truth about it. So that's an interesting conversation to have in a future video. But in this case, what we want to do is realize that the current definitions and beliefs we have about abundance are what's actually keeping us from that abundance. Meaning, many of us consider abundance to be being able to buy whatever you want, right? We consider it to be, I can have whatever I want and do whatever I want. Now, I gotta admit with both my hands up that this is something that, to be perfectly honest, I want for myself. I'm sure that you do too, and I'm sure there's no one in the world who would say I wouldn't appreciate on some real level, if someone's being honest with themselves and isn't totally disassociated, pushing reality away, then they'd probably realize within themselves, like, yeah, I wouldn't mind being able to walk into a room and do whatever I want in there and have whatever I want that's in the room. Sure. Who wouldn't? Who wouldn't? You know what I'm saying? But what we need to realize is that abundance is not being able to do whatever you want to do. See, here's the thing. If you continue to believe that current definition, that abundance is being able to do all the things that you want to do, then what you're doing is you're reaffirming in that mirror that you're not currently able to do them, and the maintenance definition of abundance that you have is so limited that you'll keep reaffirming that you're not abundant, and you'll start to believe that you're not abundant, and you'll start to experience in reality that you're not abundant. So by shifting your definition of abundance, you can tune into abundance even more. And it's very simple, and I'd like to share with you that if you've never heard of Bashar, you might resonate to check him out. This is exactly where I learned this from, and I'm very excited to be a reflection for you now, just as Bashar was a reflection for me to help to remember this within ourselves, because it's always been there. And it's this: abundance is not being able to do whatever you want to do. Abundance is being able to do what you need to do when you need to do it. Now, what does this definition actually encompass, and how does this tap us into true abundance, and how can we actually affirm this definition within us? Well, that's exactly what we're going to explain right now. And it's as simple as this. You are on an experience that is unfolding. You are the entire reality. Again, you are the reflection. Again, there are those videos below to help you understand this more. You are this reflection. You are this reflection that you're navigating through life and experiencing yourself through. Everything that you're being from within, vibrational frequency wise, your beingness, you are experiencing a reflection of that. It's crazy. It really is. And so you might not 100% know who you are or what you're supposed to be doing. The current reflection that you might be experiencing might more so be the process of you discovering that. If you are on that process, it's highly likely that you're a human on Earth. Welcome. It has a lot to do with what we're doing here. So the reason that this definition is so powerful to help you to tune more into abundance is because if you stop projecting that you're not abundant because you can't do what you want to do, and you start realizing that abundance is being able to do what you need to do when you need to do it, you'll see that you are always abundant. And in this exact sense, just like this. Your experience is unfolding. You are discovering yourself. You are following your passion. You are being you. You're living your life. It's great, right? Sometimes you think it's not, but it's only because you think it's supposed to be a certain way. And when you think that's the way it's supposed to be, and it didn't go the way you thought, then you start generating a negative vibration within yourself, and the mirror starts reflecting it to you, and you drive yourself deeper into a more negatively oriented experience that you do not prefer, with less and less and less abundance. If when things happen that you didn't think is the way it's supposed to go, instead of going, oh, this is wrong, instead you go, oh, what a pleasant surprise. This must be happening for me. This must be my reflection showing something to me. This must be me on my path growing and expanding and learning more about myself. Then you receive anything that happens, instead of as a setback, as a momentum that pushes you further into positivity, that pushes you further into a state of abundance and gratitude and satisfaction, because you really are tuned into the fact that everything is happening for you, that you are here growing and ever expansive. And so everything that happens, the only reason that we start being negative about it is because of our idea of the way that we think things are supposed to be. Abundance is not what you think it's supposed to be. Abundance is what it is. It's as simple as that. Abundance is not what you think it's supposed to be. It's what it is. And what it is you have an abundance of being able to be here, alive, conscious, experiencing yourself in an ever-reflecting universe that is always showing you exactly who you are being. That is cool. That is amazing. Tune into that, and you will find more and more abundance growing in your life. Also, abundance, being able to do what you need to do when you need to do it. If making YouTube videos, as my example, is a true part of my path and who I really am in my true beingness, not just the reflection I'm currently seeing, but who I really am within me, what I'm really generating from an honest place of what I'm really here to experience and be and let unfold. If this is really part of it, then I will be able to do what I need to do it. I will be able to be here making this video right now. That's it. It's not dependent on I'm abundant if 3 million people click the thumbs up button. I'm abundant if I have 100 billion subscribers. I'm abundant if people go below and support me by buying crystals from my crystal store. So you see what I'm saying? Our definitions of the way we think it's supposed to happen are what limit us, cause us to start generating a negative frequency, cause us to start resisting what is currently happening, which further drives us into a deeper, darker experience that we don't prefer. If you realize that your abundance is being able to be you right now, unconditionally, all of the time, and everything that happens, no matter what happens, is you in the reflection, smiling at yourself, saying, hey, what's up? How are you ever not abundant? And if you continue to realize this in every moment, then you will generate that positivity and that openness and expansion. So instead of when things don't go the way you want them to, instead of doing this and curling inward and closing yourself off to the universe, you open up with open arms and you hug reality and you say, thank you, genuinely. Not because you're lying to yourself, because you really realize that and understand that that's what's happening, and you can be grateful for this in that, then you can be open. And this is really the genuine resonance and frequency of abundance. And in this sense, when you realize how expansive abundance is and you realize you're abundant in every moment, you'll stop saying to reality that you're not abundant, that you can't support yourself, that things don't work out for you. Because everything is working out for you perfectly, because you are everything. You're always being you. Right now you are. And if you're experiencing something you don't prefer to be experiencing, it's because that's who you're being from within. You are so abundant in the ability to be you that you could be you in any way you want to express it, baby. How cool is that? So I feel like you can already feel it in this video. You are abundance. You are the essence of it. Be you unconditionally. It does not matter what happens. Stop limiting what abundance is with your definitions, because you are blocking out the expansive universe that is trying to pour into you. You're putting a lid on top of the cup saying, no, I only want this. This is all I'm going to allow in. I'm going to ignore everything else that's coming in because all I'm going to focus on is this. You're missing out. And the joke, ironically and paradoxically, because of the reflective nature of reality and vibrational frequency shifting, is that the second you open up and you stop closing yourself off to true abundance, then the abundance that you've been looking for will begin to pour in. How silly is that? How amazing is that? It's beautiful, it's brilliant, and thank you for going below to like this video if you liked it. Thanks for subscribing for more content, and do not forget to check out below that Etsy with the discount coupon I posted earlier and all the other awesome videos we've got listed for you guys to investigate further. Thanks again for being here. I really appreciate it. Much love to you. My name's Nathan. Peace out. See you soon.